Alright, hey guys, it's Cleo here for Arsenia Blu, and it has been a long time since I've ever been back on here to really get into soap making. And so I'm going to make a brand new soap today that I have not made in almost 21 years. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up my lye solution. I've made some weird and wonderful soaps in the past 20 years, and this will go into that a batch. So I've made soap using alcohol as my liquid. I've made soap using vinegar as my liquid. Lots of vegetables and fruits, all that. This is distilled white vinegar and water in here today. I'm also pureeing some lemon. Okay, one fresh whole lemon. And the purpose is for basic exfoliation. Just a real basic exfoliation. And because I've got that mixed up already, I'm just going to add a little bit of that white distilled vinegar to help this kind of move around a little bit. Woo. That one little piece of it just will not move. It's not that little, is it? But I think we'll be okay from there. So what is moving, I'll blend it a little bit more. We'll get it down below, right? All right, so I'm going to take this and put it directly into my oils. There's quite a few oils in here. Going to be vegetable oil. I have some shea butter, cocoa butter, coconut oil. I have some beef tallow that I rendered myself. Of course, it has castor oil, and the yellow or the orangish color you see in here is palm oil. And I don't usually soap with palm oil, but my kid bought me some from the Asian market, and I guess it's Decatur, Georgia. And I'm going to use it today because the color matches really pretty much of what I'm going to do. And so scenting this with lemon and orange essential oil, okay, and turmeric, ground turmeric. I hope you can see that. Ground turmeric. I hope you can see this. I'm going to put me a nice, healthy amount of turmeric in there. And some pink kaolin clay. Those are my additives for now. When I get done, I will be blending in some sea salt. So this will basically be a sea salt kind of spa bar, right? I will put the essential oils in there after I am done, just before I pour, because I really am hoping this batch does not try to seize on me. I think I've got enough soft oil so that it doesn't do that, but you never know. Are you kidding? After all of that, I was actually straightening up my desk earlier and put the blender, stick blender away, so I got to step away. And come on the other side, you guys, and get the stick blender. So you guys can't see me too good there. So I picked it up, okay? Now that's me. I'm gonna have to move that back for a second. Pull out my stick blender. I've got on my protective eyewear. And I'm using an old mold because I do want these to gel, or try to, if they decide to. Salt soap usually firms up really fast within 2 or 3 hours. Bear with me. I need to move my table back, and my tile floor always catches the leg of the table. All right, let me see. All right, y'all, I think you got me. Okay. Got me right there. You don't need to see my face. Cool. Okay. So, let's get at this. I've been making my skincare now for 20 years, but for the last 4 or 5 years, I've just done it very rarely, off and on. And maybe I should plug it in. How about that? So I am going to add some titanium dioxide, and then I'll separate it out a bit, just for a little bit, to give it just a little bit of color and swirl. Mixed up pretty good there, y'all. And it also has some stearic acid in here. Of course, these bars will be ready in 6 weeks. You'll be able to Etsy store for Arsenia Blu, okay? All right, y'all. So, that's all blended up. Let's get at it. Try to rise on me, which will give you a kind of false looking trace. Love the color. And if you can see how fast this is trying to move on me with full water, when the salt gets in here and the fragrance is in here, it's really going to move and solidify fast. I think that's good enough for emulsion. I'm not going to stick blend that anymore because it's already on what you would call a light trace. Okay? Whoop. Check that right on out of there. Get that fragrance. Well, it's actually not fragrance. It's just orange essential oil. And some lemongrass essential oil. Smells good. It's very good. And it has been forever since I really got back into making soap. My passion for the soap making kind of fell by the wayside there for a while. Just a little bit blend, okay? So far it is behaving nicely. I'm happy with that. So turmeric, of course, is good for your skin, your complexion. Helping with some of them dark spots. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is lift this up. I have an old brambleberry mold that I'm using. And I'm going to go ahead and pour this in there. And I have a, I don't know what you call this little thing that I cut down here and put down here at the bottom because I didn't feel like putting any paper down. Going to move pretty fast. I want to pour a little bit into my custom mold that I love to use, y'all. Just a little. I'd say about 3 of them. I'm going to pour this in there, shall we? I was going to put some sea salt in here. I might not. I don't want to move it too far, too fast, really. Move this over there. We're going to snap that down. And these babies too. See how she's moving? She's strong already. So the kale and clay, really, I can mix it with some distilled water real quick. That'll just slow this down a little bit. Let me get the water. Add some water to this. Mix it up real quick. Okay. I'm not putting all this water in there. I just want a slight color switch. That's it. Just very slight. Alright, I'm going to put sea salt in that part of it. If I can get my container open. Not a ton, you guys, not a ton, just no, I'm not going to measure. Oh. All good. That's it. It'll get in there and I shall swirl her up, okay? That's all I want to do. Now you see me take out the dividers or separators, whatever you want to call it. It separates these into the single bars. I don't have to cut anything, but I will have to cut two of the sections because I lost one of the dividers years ago, I guess. And, whatever, don't know where it's at. Put this like so. I never see anyone use this mold, ever. I never see anybody use this mold. That I'm using here. It is a mold. I've probably had this mold 15, 18 years. I want to say I've had the mold since 2006, maybe 2007. Early in the life of the Brambleberry Company. I'm going to flip this to get some differentiated color to come to the top, okay? To move itself around a bit, and then it's going to be pretty, because it should go through a gel stage. It really should. And these over here I don't care about, you know, as far as if they look totally different. Because most of the time I use those for myself. Alright, so let's get at the separators. One of them is broken, but it still works the way I need it to. So here's my separators. You can see where one is broken here. I'm going to go ahead and put her in. See how she's going to separate. Put her in like so. I was hoping that I would have enough soap to fill up this mold. See how that one's broke? This is the other piece to it. And you see how this one is missing. And I do not have anything that will separate that. So I'll just get my cutter and I'll score her right in half. Hope you were able to get a good view of that batch of soap. So the only thing I do now is it has a lid, and I'll cover that and leave it for 24 hours. And again, with this being salt soap and not very, there's not a ton of salt in there, it's going to solidify very well. Should be a nice hard bar of soap. Because of the sodium lactate and also because of the salt, right? And that lemon juice in there. Oh, like I said, with toning dark spots. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will come back with another video of the cut bars because I do not like, or the not, well, yeah, 6 of them will be cut bars, but I'll come back with another video of them molding basically and show you guys what they look like. You see. I can feel them warming up already. I love for my soaps to go through a gel stage. It makes them harder and they actually last longer. Okay guys, I'm going to put the lid on here and then we'll call it done. Okay? If you're interested in one of these bars, you'll be able to find them 6 weeks from today in my Etsy shop. And today being June 20th. So it's going to be the middle of August, right? It takes a long time, but I like for them to cure completely. Alright, y'all. Lid on. That's a done deal. Leave that there. Put these up here. In 24 hours. Come back with another video so you can see what they look like. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Trying to get back into the groove of things. Make a couple batches of soap a week. Not really large batches. Go from there. Make them available to you. Alright guys. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. Happy Juneteenth. Bye for now. And yeah, I don't know how to shut it off.